Hey guys, Neff here, and today we are looking at an EVVA ICS, and it's a tough one. It's another lock on the black belt list, and I wanted to go over kind of what I got with it. I got an interesting one here. So I did get a double. Here's all the hardware that kept it together, and the double I got had one side with mastering and one side without. I haven't even messed with the side with mastering because I knew that that was counted for as slightly easier. So this lock is the only one, or this side of it's the only one I've messed with, and it's been pretty tough. I got it picked in less than 24 hours without even looking at the bidding. Or, I mean, I did look at the key, but I hadn't gutted it or anything. But was unable to do it again without gutting it and starting to do a little progressive pinning because I was trying to get it a little faster for the channel. But here's a little look-see into what that lock is. So there's actually some bidding up here for 3 pins, which are not very difficult at all. And then it's a reversible key, so here's your bidding for your 5 sliders on the right, and then this will be the bidding for them on the left, because as you can see, it flips over. But so we got our right and our left. Because of the mastering, this works good. I have one key. This key actually works in both halves, whereas that key with the mastering only works in that half. So let's see if we can get it open. I'm rambling because I'm afraid to do this. This was a really hard pick to get down, a little bit time-wise so that I would feel comfortable. So it might take a while here. I'm just using 2 different picking tools and 2 tensioners. So we've got this homemade dimple flag. I find getting a little bit of a, let's see if we can get some focus here, find getting a little bit of a curve on it to help. A lot of times I had square edges, and when I took that square edge off, it made it easier to get around through locks and stuff. So, and then just a hook for the top, like thick Chinese one. These tensioners, one of them I don't even use for tensioning. This goes in, and it barely goes in the middle of the warding there, and it helps my actual tensioner get a little bit better of a bite, because this lock, I don't know, felt kind of gooey to me. So then I go like that, and then it really is just pushing up more against that. So let's see what we can do here. Get a little bit of zoom action going, and we'll start with the top pins. I'm going to try and talk my way through this, because if it takes forever, at least you can have some white background noise. Top pins are really gooey. I already hit 1, and then 2 and 3. That was just me clicking off the edge. I basically just have to mess around until it goes into a false set, and I don't know if you saw that, but I did get a little bit of a false set there. Now we do the right sliders and sidebar until we get into another false set. Now when you do these, when you're in your true gate, you'll really feel it. It'll push a little bit more. And as I lift sliders, other ones drop. 1 is in its gate. You can really feel it with the jiggle test. 2 is in its gate. Now my 3 on both sides is a 0 lift for the sliders. But they sometimes require like just a tap to kind of nudge, but never a click. So I'm on 4 on the right. Sometimes I do push on this back tensioner with my hand. I might have just overdone that. Do 4, let me check 1 and 2 again. 2 dropped. Now here's what makes this take a long time. If I mess up on 4 and 5 over here, it's best to just restart. And I think I just did 4 correctly. 1 is still in a gate. 2 is in a gate. And I'm looking down the barrel here just to get a look at 4. I can't tell. 4 is clicked up ones. I think that that feels like it's in a false gate. So we're going to try and counter rotate just enough to get it in there and see if it overset. So that's my issue, oversetting 4 and 5. 2, 3, 4. Well, we're going to take a shot on 5. 4 doesn't quite feel right, but we can tell by how easy it is to lift 5, and yep, didn't quite do it. So we reset just the sliders. Top pins are fine. 1 is set and easy to set. One click on 2, 2 clicks on 2, double check 1. Jiggle test is good. Jiggle test is good in number 2. 1 and 2 are set. 3 is no touch. Let's see if we can get a double click on 4. 1 click. Well, sometimes it makes me feel stupid and it hops over the false gate. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it alone at 1 click. Check 1 and 2. And I just got quite a bit of motion there. Don't know if you saw that. So that either means 4 did set or it fell. 1 and 2 are in the gates. Trying to check 4. Well, I think I'm right. I think it did set. We're going to try 5. I got 2 clicks, but I haven't gotten my rotation back, so... Okay, I pushed number 2 back in spot, got some rotation. Let's check 4. 4 feels good. I think 5 feels good. Yep. Alright, so I think we're good there. Now, left side. Still the same deal. Placement was tough for me, and then because you don't really get a lot of further movement at this point until everything gets moved up a little bit. It's tough to know what's going on, so I try to lift everything just kind of a little bit, maybe in a true, maybe in a false, and just take it from there. So I'm just still lifting and like slowly adding a little bit more tension. I'm tapping on 3 even though it's a 0 lift. It's a 0 lift on both sides, so that's my dangerous one. I think I just overset something. So I'm going to look down the chamber, and I backed it off a little bit, and I believe I just cleared everything on the left side. Now the most important thing to keep in mind is you could always be wrong about the other side. So you do your jiggle test and you hope, but it is what it is. So I don't know if you can see from your angle, but I'm lifting 1 and 2 over and over, and they just make each other fall. I'm just trying to keep putting tension on strong until it gets somewhere. So now I'm going to check this side, the right side, again. And 2 are good. 1, 2, 3. Tap in 3 just to make sure if anything's pushing on it, it can get into its gate. 4 is beautiful. 5 was always our question. 5 feels good. Alright, so we are still working hard on this side, and actually I felt like I had some enough movement to get a little bit more tightness on this, because pin 1 felt like it kind of went into its groove. So it helps to mess with your 0 lifts a little bit, not to lift them, but just tap on them, stuff like that. 1 and 2, I can't say they're set, but they are staying up. 2, 3, just gonna move on it a little bit. 4, I gotta click out of. 5, I gotta click out of. Ooh, ooh, ooh. We don't want double clicks on 4 and 5. One, 2, 3. Alright. I'm gonna look down it a little bit. See if I can see anything. Looks like 5 still needs to be lifted. Now, on the left side, I have the hardest time with placement. No matter what tool. I don't know if my left hand just doesn't know how to aim it properly or what, but it has been a fight. So most of my time is spent seeking the number 5 pin. And I look down and sometimes look to see if I just found it. I did. I got it right now. Let's see. I might have done something good with 5 because these pins feel good. Like they're maybe giving me some movement on the core. So yeah, I just got quite a bit of movement from pin 3. And that is open. Oh my god, I didn't think it was going to work. So I had to nudge 3. Everything was in its gates, and I had to nudge 3 the right way. Ooh, I was just about to quit. Completely quit, guys. Oh man, that's a good feeling. So this is another black belt lock in the books. We don't want it to exit the frame, but I'm going to move the camera so we can get it. Oh, that's a good feeling after we do 40 minutes of picking. Oh my god, I'm at 55 minutes. This is disgustingly took a long time. But it is what it is. We got this. Let's fix the camera here, ladies and gentlemen. And let's see what's inside an EVVA ICS. Alrighty guys, thanks for your patience with this excruciatingly long video. But let's take a look at what we got here. We got our key. Boom. Alright, try and get you a look at this. It has these finned pins, a lot like a Dom, but kind of cool because it has a cut in it that kind of shoulders it off. So you can actually turn that both sides, and that fin's going to leave that shoulder on one side or the other, because this is its orientation in the lock. And they're not all the same. The two behind it, for me, have 2 shoulders, if you can see that there. They look kind of cool, but as I said, when it comes to picking, they're nothing special. We've got two kind of driver pins and very short springs. The spring actually goes around this driver pin here and kind of telescopes into it, or over it, but yeah, these are nothing. And then here is our sliders, and I'll show you ones with a couple different bittings, but this is what we're going to see inside the lock. There's just what I'm picking at is that little nodule. And then on the side, in the core, you have the spring here down its own little personal channel that the foot of this thing is hit. So that's where the spring pressure is on the bottom of it. And then here's our back. And you can see our true gate, of course, and our false gates, which are not very thin. I'll see if I can go up from the side here. Or, I mean, not very deep. So there's that. And of course, we know when you get sucked into a false gate there, you're probably going to lock up, whereas you could do a jiggle test elsewhere. Here's one with different bitting. You can see we got the false gate, or I mean the true gate, then two false gates. Here's our number 3 that doesn't need lifted at all. And the one that I just showed you was a max lift, so you can see it's opposite. Two false gates and a true. I'm trying to think if that's the correct orientation. Yeah, because that's going to just push the thing right into it. So if you do push it up, you're going to overset and get lodged up in there. So they're all kind of like that. I'm trying to find one from the left side. No, those are our max. Boom. So here's one of the 4 or 5, I believe, on our left side. And it's kind of middle of the road. So you have a false gate, true gate, false gate, and kind of tells you how many clicks. One click was false gate, second click was true. You know, the number 3s were pretty much in their true gate. And then you could tell if you gutted this thing before you're picking it, hey, you know, my number 5 on the right is gonna be 2 clicks. Might even take a 3rd click. So you've got your false gate, you might start there. So you've got that. So it could be click, click, or click, 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 but you know that you can push it up pretty much all the way to get to your true gate there. Sorry, I had that at the bottom of the video, if you catch my drift on that. And here's our sidebars. The springs to this lock are very specific. Don't be losing parts, because I couldn't replace these. These springs might be able to replace with some cut down sidebar springs from something else, but they are small. And here's that. Just notches all at the same height. This is actually heavily cleaned up. When I got it, it was full of graphite or something else. I love the machining on this core. So we've got sidebar, sidebar, top, and the top only takes the pins in the center there. The sliders just need room to move up and down. But I just really like this because it has the spring channel, so you drop the spring down there, and then the slider gets its own channel. And the only thing it has is a little foot shoulder thing that interacts with that right there. And I just think it's a really cool design. Looks really cool. Inside, nothing special. We have our sidebar channels, and then we do have, looks like actually we only have room for 3 driver pins in this lock, so this core is just using machining from something else, I would assume. And then if you look at the back, it has this hole here. That hole, something screws down there as part of holding the hardware on to combine the halves. So it doesn't really do anything special. I'm sure that if you ordered it with upgraded drill protection, they'd probably be like a ball bearing dropped in there between the screw and the cylinder, something along those lines. So there's that. Alrighty guys, if you stuck together with me this long, I appreciate it. I'm gonna maybe put up two versions of this, a long one and a short. Appreciate your time. Interested in any suggestions and comments, and hope you all have a great day. Thank you.